Yesterday we were discussing the halachot of building. A person should not engage in things that are of simcha, painting over his house, doing over extensions that are not necessity, rather just for luxury and pleasure. One should avoid doing such a thing. However, he brings down, there are exceptions. One of them is Bet Knesset. You have a shul, needs renovations, and it fits perfectly during this period of time, especially people are away, and that's the time that works out for the Bet Knesset. Perfect. You're beautifying Borei Olam's house, and therefore one can do all kinds of fixing, even painting if need be. One is allowed to do it even during this period of time in order to fix up the Bet Knesset. Also, another example that's mutar, a person who's kablani. He accepts jobs, and he does different people's houses. In such a case, you have a parnasato, that's his job. It's not really forever of that you're doing it for pleasure or anything of that sort. Person would be allowed to do the job, especially those people that accepted and they have to finish by a deadline. There's a deadline that they have to finish by. In such a case, they're allowed to continue their work even during this period of time and do whatever work that needs to be done in order to finish on time. If a person wants or needs to move during this period of time, so halakha of course says that if one does not need to move and he just wants to move in order to get a nicer apartment or a bigger apartment just forever, just to be able to have more space, that shouldn't be done during this period of time. But if a person needs to move because his lease is up and he's got to go out, if he doesn't go out, he's going to get the eviction notices. Or if the landlord needs the house, whatever it is. So it's time for him to move out, and he's got to look for, he's got to go to another house. And it fell out exactly during the 9 days. Halakha is that he's allowed to move into his new house, and it's not a problem. He needs to go to another apartment or another house, whatever it is. If need be, one is allowed to move in, and he's allowed to even fix whatever needs to be fixed into the new apartment in order that he should be able to move in. Because again, this is called for dirah. It's not forever, it's not just for pleasure, but rather I need a place to live. I can't be sitting on the streets for 9 days till after Tisha B'Av. So in such a case, one would be allowed to do whatever is necessity in order to move in. Also, in regards to Hanukat HaBayit, halakha says that one should do Hanukat HaBayit. So a person during these 9 days, one is allowed to do the Hanukat HaBayit, the Limud HaTorah, the learning, and you could give out a little bit of some lebdes, whatever you want to give out. But leave the party, the simcha, the party that some people engage, that they put together with the Hanukat HaBayit. They invite people for Seudah and things like that. He says that one should leave for after Tisha B'Av again, because it's not a time of simcha. But again, in regards to learning Torah, person is allowed. He should have the Limud Torah. He should have the Hanukat HaBayit in his house. He should give out a little bit minimum amount of food, whatever it is, in order that that they should give something in honor of the moving into the new house. And then after the 9 days, one could do a second party, could do a barbecue, whatever he wants to do in honor of the new house. And at that time, he's allowed to make a shehayanu. He'll wear new clothing or whatever it is, and he'll be able to make a shehayanu on his clothing and on the new house that he moved into.